The Pelicans this season are hoping with all the offseason moves that they have made that they can reach the playoffs for the first time in 4 years. The Lions next week will be facing off against the Nichols Colonels for the Riverbell Classic. Lions are hoping to keep the Riverbell Trophy in Hammond for a third straight year. This is a very good Nichols Colonels team. One building in particular, the old Toys R Us building, is set to become a small grocery store, which many believe will be an attractive spot for people on the west side of Slidell. The expansion of the St. Tammany Parish Church has always been a question mark for the parish. Are they going to extend it? Are they not? The Saints kick off their first preseason game this Saturday against Baltimore. This will be their first preseason game or game without Drew Brees on the sidelines since 2005. Football is back, baby, and there's only one person here who can give you the inside scoop to the Southeastern football, and that is Richie Solaris. Richie, what did you find? They was playing Houston Baptist. They had a score of 35-10, I believe. Then just out of nowhere, Houston Baptist came out of nowhere and just took the lead, 45-42. It wound up being a dogfight when it shouldn't have been. You got to think about this. Cowboys are way better than the Seahawks. Their defense is very stout. I think it's going to be an evenly matched game. Yes, folks, I'm back to help you with your fantasy teams. Week 1 of the fantasy football season is already come and gone. And if you're like me and you didn't do so well in the first week of the season, may I recommend picking up these 3 free agents. And losing that game is always a tough one, especially when it's homecoming. Coming off of a bye, how does the team plan to rebound this coming weekend? Throughout training camp, the main talk for the Saints continues to be who will be the one to fill the shoes of Drew Brees. Jameis Winston and Taysom Hill have been duking it out for a few weeks now, but neither thus far have edged each other out in this battle. As both look to take the reins at the QB1 spot, Taysom Hill has gone over some things that may help him in the battle going forward.
There are 3 things that I pay attention to. You know, the decision making, was the accuracy there, was it complete, incomplete, you know? And those are what I evaluate.
This is the first training camp in 15 years where there are major questions at the quarterback position, as well as others. And it's not just for those competing for a starting job, but also those looking for a spot on the roster. Coach Payton talked about how he plans to divvy up the reps and evaluate each player throughout preseason.
It's just a matter of, you know, we'll meet tonight and tomorrow night on the rotation, how we're going to play these guys. And, you know, it might be one of them doesn't play as much first week, plays more the second, and I'm talking about even our down-the-line players. The Saints kick off their first preseason game this Saturday against Baltimore. This will be their first preseason game or game without Drew Brees on the sidelines since 2005. This will certainly be one of the most interesting seasons in the Sean Payton era. For Boot Krewe Media, I'm Logan Graffia.
We can't get out and run unless we rebound. And we got to get back on defense with a sense of urgency. The ball is what scores.
The Willie Green era in New Orleans seems to be off to a strong start, as the Pelicans have won their first 3 games in Summer League. Coach Green's scheme installment has been the point of emphasis during the Summer League, that being pace and aggressiveness on the defensive end.
Getting an early start to putting in the system, to implementing the way that we want to play, 0.5 movement, offensively.
Another thing the Pelicans have done this offseason is make moves to help boost the team's shooting on the offensive end. Drafting Trey Murphy and trading for Devontae Graham should certainly help boost the Pelicans' three-point percentage, which ranked 25th last season. One of the newly acquired Pelicans players, Devontae Graham, is excited for his next chapter in New Orleans.
Man, I was excited. Obviously, my agent was calling me. telling me what he thought was going to happen and things like that. So, once they finalized it and he called me and told me, what move was about to happen, I was super excited.
The Pelicans this season are hoping with all the offseason moves that they have made that they can reach the playoffs for the first time in 4 years. For Boot Krewe Media, I'm Logan Graffia.